This is it. Virginia bound. Gonna miss Jacksonville. Norfolk, Virginia Beach. Y'all ain't ready for what's coming. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey! So we officially touched down to Virginia, all right, Norfolk area, and we're already getting busy. Went to a Cars and Coffee this morning, and I ran into this gentleman having belt alignment issues on his ProCharger. The belt was pretty much walking off, so came home, slapped the laser alignment tool on it. It didn't look too misaligned. Right now, it's looking like the tensioner probably just wasn't set right, set a little bit too tight. So snapped the bolt, taking it out. And we're running out to the nearest Home Depot to get that replaced. Yeah, but I mean, apart from that, so we're gonna slap it back on, try to get things torqued properly, and see what it does. Right now, it doesn't look like it needs any shimming, but it's still kind of too early to tell. So we're gonna slap it back on and crank it up, see if it stays on. You said it's been shredding about like every couple months. You said
like 3-4 months. I have to replace the gate screen though.
Yeah.
Every 3 to 4 months.
Okay. Well, I mean, apart from that, it's pretty good looking car. It has a built bottom end.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You can leave it open because I got your water right there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I think you're pretty thirsty.
Yeah. Carbon fiber hood. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Fully built trans. By Tim King stage 2 transmission.
Okay. 6-speed? Oh, okay.
No, automatic.
Hell yeah. You said what trans is in it?
Tim King.
Oh,
yeah,
I never.
Stage 2.
Never heard.
Power trans.
1,000 horsepower trans.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fully built LS3.
Okay.
D1X.
Yeah.
E85.
Okay. Yeah. Right now he's running a 3.3, and it's a very small pulley. I could barely get my laser alignment tool on there. That is a very small pulley. The lower looks to be about it looks to be bigger than an 8, honestly. So there might be like the 10% or I don't know, but it definitely looks bigger than an 8-inch because I have an 8-inch Innovators West.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Innovators.
Oh no, might have to look that up. So I mean, with the pulley combo, full E, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, got the fucking flex fuel.
Okay.
Got the 4 fuel system.
So
stage 2.
Should be around like 750 maybe?
No, on C. On C85, we're 8+.
8+? Sheesh. Okay. Yeah. It's definitely more than I thought.
She gets down. She's pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
She's pretty. IDs in there.
Oh yeah. I saw the fuel injector clinic. Well,
yeah, that's old though. That's that's before I upgraded actually.
Okay.
So I got the big boy because I did the upgraded line.
I see.
With the ID 1300s.
Yeah. Mighty
Mouse Catchman Gen 5 Wow.
Okay. He just giving y'all the spiel. Yeah, it's crazy because I literally just touched down and I'm already getting busy. Old lady, she's kind of upset, but I think she'll be all right. Yeah, already getting busy. I didn't give you guys a good garage walkthrough. So I still got some boxes in here. I did order a shed for the back. So once that gets in, I'm gonna be moving all that stuff in the back. Try to fit 2 cars in here. Basic toolbox setup for now. Nothing too fancy. Still got a lot of stuff to spend money on. Dining set, another couch set. Just like regular new house stuff. The car's over there. All right, still deciding on what. Oh, it's kind of bright out there. Still deciding on what head unit to run. Right now, we are still leaning towards the F1X. Spoke to ProCharged again, and so F1X should hit softer on the lower end, but then it compensates for it on the top end. And then as far as suspension, still looking between LG Motorsports along with the Vikings. I'm probably gonna be making a post online on Facebook to see what people have had better luck with, and then that'll pretty much point me in the right direction as far as like which one would be our best setup to run. Either way, I know it should be fine at the track, but it's chasing that street traction that has been an issue for us. All right, that's enough talking for now. So we're gonna run to the Home Depot and we're gonna catch back up with y'all when we get back. All right, stick around. All right, just wrapped everything back up, cranked it up. Idled just fine. Belt stayed on track. So we used the laser alignment, and it was pretty close to zeroed out. So I think what happened was last time the belt was swapped out, the tension was just tightened down. I would say incorrectly, but yeah, a little too much. So fixed all that and should be all good to go. So homie should be out doing some Mexico shit later today. Hopefully he can send us some videos. All right, give it a good crank, and I'm gonna move my car out and then get you out of here. Probably I'll catch up with you later on today.
I sent it to you. I sent you the shit.
Yeah. There we go. Running good. Yeah, sensor is moving. All right. I'm going to move mine out. Move my car back in. Probably gonna end up stepping out again later today to another local show. Like I was saying earlier though, leaning more so towards the F1X. I took the sandbags out. Leaning more so towards the F1X, and for coils, do a little bit more research and see what's gonna be our best bet. Either Viking. I know Mansers are gonna be in the upper end of the budget there, so we'll see. Try to find a good combo going. What else? Yeah, man. So, like I said, spoke to ProCharged. For those of y'all who haven't seen my last video, we ended up cranking the motor up with a rack still attached on the inlet. F the blades up on the head unit, spoke to ProCharged. They're gonna use some of the parts to build me an F1X. So it's gonna be an F1X compressor housing, everything else. So pretty much turning the F1R into the F1X, and they're gonna, I guess, keep the housing from the F1R and I guess sell it to somebody else. So that's what's gonna knock off the price. I think the F1X original price is like $65, $100 maybe so. But with this deal, I can get that for about 33, they said. Plus shipping each way. So we're gonna be doing that here shortly as well. All right, so new location. All right, just moved here. We are in Virginia. All right. Like I said, order the shed. Should be coming in within the next couple of weeks. And then I could have these boxes out of here. I did get my laser alignment tool back from that guy, right? I hope I didn't take it. All right, it's right here. Yeah, so yeah, he came up to me at the meet, and I looked at the car, and literally the belt was like walking off the crank pulley. So I was like, yeah, just maybe it back to the house, and I could probably get you right. So luckily it wasn't nothing crazy, any crazy misalignments. Gonna give y'all a quick overview of the house here. All right, nice setup. Paid a little bit over $400,000 for it. Gonna block the address there, try to keep the haters away. All right, so 2 stories. All right, locked in at a 6.2 interest rate, which is terrible. Hopefully, as the market comes down, we'll be able to refinance, bring that payment down a bit. All right, the area isn't too shabby. We got a couple nice houses back there, but then it's like in between it, it's like crap like this over there, you know. But yeah, it'll do for the next 4 years while we're here, and then after this, it'll be off to the next location. And right now the plan is to just keep buying houses everywhere we go, and hopefully, you know, rent them out or sell them, you know, whichever one comes first. Let's see if I can get a good, I'll give you guys a good view of the inside of what it looks like. And here's a quick overview. So still need dining set, but kitchen's coming together. Mounted the TV up already, you already know. And Shorty's over here chilling. Hey babe. All right, got my deck stuff over here. Got my Navy stuff up here too. All right, I think I'll be showing you guys upstairs for right now. And yeah, and then here's the garage. Still got a little bit more cleaning up to do. And yeah, I want to say that will conclude it for this video. Not much going on right now. Still settling in. And hopefully by the next video, I should have stuff on order. As far as head unit, suspension stuff, and whatever else we might need. Oh, also the Met system took a crap on us. The relay got burnt out. I don't know how it happened. It's probably from me not running the hood. And what I did was, when that burnt out, it also took out the control box with it. So ordered one yesterday, and I figured while I was at it, we had a small leak at the seal, so took out the pump to RTV it. Should be good now. I did a water test on it. I don't see me doing any Mexico action for the next like month or so. One of those parts are in. You guys will be the first to know when we start gearing things up for some action. And by then we'll be making anywhere from 1350, maybe 1400. Still on the factory computer. Hopefully by then the new suspension setup is gonna kind of help a little bit. And the rest will be up to the team. I have to dial it back a little bit and just have a little fun with it while we're still on the factory computer. And yeah, then the fuel tank or Holly Dominator would be the next thing to do. All right, and that'll get us a little bit of traction out on the streets. I know y'all hear me say it all the time, but thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. If you haven't already, if you're just joining us, all right, make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, like the video, share the videos, and I'll be seeing y'all on the next upload.